Hey YouTube, what's up? Welcome back everyone. This is MTG Moxman here, and we're here for another exciting day of some magic conversation, as it were. If you're new to the channel, please feel free to hit the subscribe button somewhere over there and join us on our journey of growing this channel into something memorable that we can all be positive and happy about. That's right, I'm positive and happy. Hey guys. Alright, for the regular viewers, how's it going guys? Hope it's awesome. New viewers, hey, welcome to the channel. Today I thought I'd take a little chance, just, Theros Beyond Death is coming up. Quite a few Planeswalkers have died over the years. And I started looking through and going, you know what? What Planeswalkers would I like to see come back? Out of like all the litany of ones I've seen. Okay, Elspeth I want to come back. Or bring back Sarah the Benevolent. Sarah Benevolent is my #1, must bring her back. I don't know, if we have Sarkhan who can time travel, we could bring her back too. Brought back Ugin, right? So I would also like to see Koth come back. We haven't seen Koth in a long time. What is he? Mirrodin and Besieged. I would like to see him come back, right? New Phyrexia, wherever he's from. I'd like to see Koth come back. I was looking at my thing. I said, you know what? I'd like to see more of Tibble. He was a very low casting cost Planeswalker. Draw a card in the discard random. Like, he's not bad. So I'd like to see him come back as well. Vesnor the Sojourner. I actually really enjoy Vesnor. Then I found he's already dead, technically. I'm like, oh. So he saved Karn and then he died? That sucks. Kind of a bummer to start out your journey. He was a Planeswalker for one set and he was just gone. Okay. I'm not big on Kiora. I don't really care about Chandra that much. I mean, yeah, they're fine. Nothing fancy. Gideon's dead. I'm not ready to see Gideon. It's funny. I liked Elspeth better than Gideon. So I don't need to see Gideon right now. Gideon's dead. He can leave him dead for a while. Bye, Gideon. But I would like to see Vesnor. And I'd like to see Elspeth come back. Ashiok's not dead. I would like to see more of Ashiok. I assume he'll be in this set, but who knows for real. But I would like to see him in the set. Tezzeret I can take a break on. Tamiyo I can take a break on. Don't care about Dami. Narset, I'd like to see more of Narset. I would. She's a cool Planeswalker. I like the idea of her. I like the old Narset Transcendent versus the new ones, but I would like to see her again. I liked Dak Faden. I did. Being able to take control of artifacts was kind of cool. But he just died, so we can leave him for a bit. He can stay dead for a bit. Saheeli Rai, don't need to see her right now. But the ones who died, those are guys that interest me, right? Renin 6 might as well be dead. Urza, we might have seen Urza come back. What else we got here? Is that all I got really on the go in this thing that really caught my eye? I think so. Right? I'm doing one last check here, make sure my binder I didn't miss anything or any pages. I don't think so. Okay. So let's go back and give a few reasons why. All right, we're going to go first to Dak Faden. He just died. He can stay dead. We just decided that. Okay. Elspeth. She was a good Planeswalker, but not wholeheartedly good. She had a conscience. She had doubt, indecision about things that she was thinking about in her battles and things she did, which makes you think of a more human aspect to a Planeswalker. Not some omnipotent god like Bolas thought he was, but somebody who actually cared about the people, cared about the decisions she made, and realized sometimes they were wrong, right, mistakes were made. So her coming back, Theros Beyond Death, the one we've seen, I think is probably like an one. If that's all you're going to do for her, It's Elspeth, man. She's come back from the dead. I expect to see some black in there, don't you? It's death. It's kind of a representation of death. So I would expect to see a mix of her, but if not, okay. So she's pure white, then I want to see her in the way she should be. All negative powers is fine with that new thing to bring them back or whatever. But give her more than one version, because usually there is different versions of her. So let's spice her up a bit more, because that one I just saw was not spicy. The one that they're showing us right now, I'm kind of like, meh. I feel like just the face like, not good, not bad, just meh, right? Tibble. Tibble, when you saw him here, back was the Avacyn Restore, whatever. He's not dead or anything. Don't get me wrong. He's not a dead Planeswalker, but I don't think they've used Tibble effectively. Little devils and stuff, and they make him a very minor character. I get it. He should always be related to demons. I have no problem relating him to demons. I think that's fair, and that's a good assessment. The draw card and discard, I didn't think really even fit him that much. But you can do the little demon things where he summons small creatures all the time. Right? And then have a big power that gave them, not even pluses, but maybe each one dies and deals 1 damage to any single target. They could spice him up and make him a decent guy for low cost. They can still be dealt with by players, not overpowered. Like, can be dealt with, but could also be useful if you can get him out and keep him alive. That's all. Something to think about. By the way, I didn't care about Dami Rad. He can stay dead. All right, Vesner. Now, Vesner, if you guys remember him, let me pull out Vesner for you in case some of you guys weren't around in the time of the Sojourner. Not sure if you can read that. Anyway, Vesner is 1 blue, 1 white, 3 other. He came in at 3 loyalties. He wasn't a very high loyalty. But look at his +2. Exile target permanent you own. Return to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. Target permanent, man. You can wipe the board clean, but summon some huge beastie. So you're like, I'm going to planar cleansing everything, but I'm going to kick off my 15/15 Eldrazi. He comes back, I get another turn, and you guys are foobarred. Awesome. Right. -1. Creatures are unblockable this turn. Well, who really cares? But it was a minus ability. -8. You get an emblem whenever you cast a spell. Exile target permanent. That's a good Planeswalker. These were when Planeswalkers had decent effects. War the Spark that had static effects. But the older Planeswalkers like this were unique. They were powerful if you could keep them alive. You don't even see people play with this card anymore. I mean, I haven't checked his value or anything, but he was awesome. I miss him. All right, who else was there? Who else was I going? I was going this way. I was going this way. Didn't care about them. Didn't care about that. Didn't care about that. We said Elspeth. I thought there was somebody else I said that I wanted to see more of. Let me go back. Let me go. Hang in there. Go back. Maybe that's it. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing guys like Freyalise, right? Because she's from back in the Ice Age. Like, she's a commander, right? But they could reprint her as an actual card. I mean, maybe in the next Modern Horizons set, they'll do Modern Horizons 2 Ancient Planeswalkers. Right? That'd be cool. Dude, I think I just gave Wizards an idea. Why did I give them the good... Why did I give my good stuff out, man? I'm telling you. It's just very cool. Very cool. So, I mean, how do you guys feel? What Planeswalkers would you like to see come back? And do you prefer them the way they are for War of the Spark, where we have static abilities plus some minor stuff? Or do you prefer the more ancient guys? Like, come on. Let's look at the original Ral Zarek. Ral Zarek is 1 red, 1 blue, 2 other. He came in at 4, he cost 4. +1, tap target permanent, then untap another target permanent. So I can tap their stuff and untap my land. Ral Zarek does 3 damage to target creature or player. Awesome. And is -7, flip 5 coins. Take an extra turn for each flip that comes up heads. Awesome. When you look at a Ral Zarek type guy, there was ways of just pumping him up into this massive Planeswalker in a very short amount of time. They don't do Planeswalkers like that. Have you noticed the last few times they've done Planeswalkers, they're weak? Almost like underpowered? Planeswalkers are cosmic beings. They're guys who end the day, man. Example, ending the day. The way it should be. Nicobolus. The original Nicobolus says -9. Nicobolus does 7 damage to target player. That player discards 7 cards and sacrifices 7 permanents. Game ending. Period. And nowadays, as an example, just think about that. What we just talked about. Let's go to Nicobolus from War of the Spark. Now, Nicobolus from War of the Spark does cost 3 less. Or 2 less? Hold on. Nicobolus here was 8 to cast. 2 black, 1 blue, 1 red, and 4 other. Nicobolus Dragon God is 3 black, 1 red, 1 blue, but yes, he gains the other Planeswalker abilities, but they're all weak. Unless you happen to have a Planeswalker, you could build a deck maybe where a Planeswalker had pump outs, but it's very minimal, guys. Whereas if you have Nicobolus out, the new one is not that dangerous. He just isn't. I've never felt fearful of him on the board. Sure, he can cripple himself and blow up a creature. The new Ugin is 10 times better because that Ugin can create creatures, pump them out, keep people tied up, and still eliminate targets, and cycle your deck because you get to draw those cards after the creature dies. I've done one time where I pumped out a whole bunch of Ugin creatures. I couldn't get through them. That's fine. And I just planar cleansed and I drew 15 cards. I now have 15 cards in my hand. And you are in trouble. So what do you guys think? Should Planeswalkers be game-ending cards or weak, ineffectual, limp guys we see now? Like Teo. Sure, he gives me hexproof, but he makes little tiny 0/3 walls twice and he's useless. I don't know. A Johnny I don't mind. So just something to keep in mind, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Leave comments below if you want. If you're new to the channel, please join the conversation. We love to have more people talking with us. That's what makes this interesting. All right, guys, have a great one. Thanks again. Oh, the thing doesn't want to